Hey, sorry for the delay. Hey, we on the pod day. Hey.
What's good? Can you guys hear me now? My bad. I was muted. I was gonna say a little muted. Vera Avenue. What's goody, y'all? How you guys doing? You guys hype with the series? Happy about all this? I wish I had something that gave me up-to-date numbers like right away for the series. That would be dope. But all I have is numbers for the series, but Batista, what's good, Gotista? How you doing, my guy? Big win today. I'm glad we won today, man. If we didn't win today, we'll be in trouble. Oh my God. We're about to start the podcast in a few, guys. Heaney cannot get the ball ever again. What up, Hex? We coming for it all this year. We need to fix his bullpen, bro. Fix his bullpen, then we'll be in better shape. But I feel a certain way, bro. This series started on Thursday. And then we can do. Where's the Yankees? All right. Got some dope beats coming in. I don't have a way of doing this, but I will submit it. Yeah, we play a makeup game tomorrow against the Angels. Don't feel good that Heaney might start versus the Red Sox. Bro, we might not see Heaney again, hopefully.
Luis Gil.
Luis Gil is pitching against the Red Sox. And Monty's pitching the first game. Wednesday's game, though, I think that's what he's talking about. But I think Tayo might pitch it. Fuck was that? All right. I'm ready to start, Keith.
Let's get it.
You ready to start, right?
Yup.
All right, man. Yo, my bad, guys. I had to check my heart and make sure that my heart is okay after these cardiac Yankees put me and all of us through the ringer in this 3-game series that happened over the course of 4 days. It is August 15th. As of this moment that we're recording, it's 6:56 p.m. And it's right after the Yankee game. Yankees won on podcast day, and they won the series. They won their 10th series in 11 series. Let's go, Yankees. Yankees been playing 650 ball since July 4th when we were left for dead. We're going to talk about that and the reinforcements that are coming back and all that shit and more. Keith and I, Pinstripe Strong.
Let's get it.
Oh, man. Gotta invite him in. Woo! Hey. Drop the beat now. Woo! Here we go now. What's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Jules McFly here, joining you from my home, the home studio in the Bronx. I'm here with Keith McPherson.
Don't mind me just decorating.
Yeah, he's decorating the back. Decorating in the back as we speak right now. And coming off of this series right now. Hype by what the Yankees are doing. Hype about some parts of the team. However, I need the Yankee bullpen to stop doing this to me. It is every night, Keith, that it feels like, crazy. No Chris today. He still doesn't feel like he's ready to do this yet. So it's fine. We'll give him as much time as he needs. So Chris will come soon enough, whenever he feels like it, and that's what'll happen. And we'll go from there. But we'll hold the fort down till then. But Yankees, man, boy, the Yankees sure. I mean, they're not playing. How about this? They're not playing boring baseball games. I'll give them that. But it almost feels like our fault, because as soon as we gave the Yankees the excuse to win ugly, they started winning real ugly. And real ugly because we said rather win ugly than lose pretty all day. It's kind of wild right now. But Keith, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm always good when we win. When we win on pod day, I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Even better.
We just threw that post up there with the stats about how well we've been playing. And my first thought was like, yo, we're doing all of this despite not having Anthony Rizzo, Gary Sanchez, Gleyber Torres, Garrett Cole, Jordan Montgomery, Gio Urshela, like Herman,
Yes.
Kluber, like the list is ridiculous. So if we're fighting now and we're winning ugly and we're doing this never say die, we're never out of it, like that's the right mentality you want. That's the team becoming the team. That's a championship team coming together with reinforcements on the way. So I am fantastic today. There's a homestand that starts tomorrow. I'll be there to see Garrett Cole return. All is well in Yankee land. We're 65 and 52. Woo! Like all of a sudden our record looks like it's supposed to look over the last week. It's not easy to get, though. Obviously, we went through some, cardiac arrest.
Crazy.
Some late moments where we were like, damn, are we going to blow it? But we took the series, and this was a hell of a series. I can't wait to talk about each game.
Yeah, can't wait to talk about each game. Each game was like, first of all, this whole series had like a whole playoff feel. Why did I say playoff? Like there's a
postseason playoff feel. Playoffs.
Yeah, but anyway, the way I pronounced it was weird. A playoff feel. During this, and Joey Gallo said it where he was like, "Hey man, I've never been in the playoffs before, but if this is the taste of the playoffs, it's like that's crazy." From the Field of Dreams game to Saturday's game to Sunday's game, the weird off day on Friday, like just the crazy stuff. Every game felt like it came down to the last out, and that's dope. I feel like maybe the Yankees should have swept the series, if, jobs are being done. But, it is what it is. But I don't know. Should we start with the news or should we just do, like, what stood out to us in the series real quick?
Yeah, we could do either one. I'm prepared for either one.
All right, let's do what stood out to us in the series. We'll do the news because there's a lot of news, obviously, because, half the team is injured. But we'll do some news. But Keith, what stood out to you in this series, here against the White Sox and all of that stuff?
So, I mean, a few things, right? But I'm going to play off what I said last week, and I'll follow this up. So last week, I was like, what stood out to me the most? What stood out to me most was that we were rolling into each game with a different lineup and like a new lineup again for the first time, and we were figuring out how to win, guys playing out of position. Now, we rolled into this 3 games with the same lineup pretty much every game, I think. I want to say we had the same lineup every game. Yeah, we had the same lineup for the most part, all 3 of these games. Don't let me be wrong on that.
No, you're right.
No, I'm right. So we go from the last series, everything mixed up, kind of grab bag, not sure who's going to play where, who's going to bat where, and we figure out how to take 2 out of 3. Then we have this series. Here's the lineup, same every day, whether it's in Iowa or whether we're playing in guaranteed rate field, and we figure out how to get it done. And, I mean, these guys could have laid down after that loss. They could have tucked their tails. You say this team doesn't have a glass jaw anymore.
No, they don't.
I feel exactly the same. I feel like this team takes a punch, and they're not worried. They're actually excited for their chance to come up to the plate and get it back. So I feel like there's some rhythm being built. I feel like there's some consistency being built. I feel like even though our bullpen is shaky, our lineup has been the same, and our guys know we can win a game. It don't matter if it's Judge carrying us, if it's Giancarlo, if it's Luke, if it's Tyler Wade laying a bunt down. The lineup is intact. These guys rode into Chicago. They had a tough loss in Iowa, and they knew that they had to get this series, and they took back-to-back games with the same lineup. That's what stood out to me. What stood out to you?
What stood out to me in this series is, I mean, there's 2 things, and because Chris is here, I guess I'll say it, but first thing that stood out to me is Aroldis Chapman is indispensable. Like, he, like, very serious, like, he is indispensable. This team cannot go anywhere unless Aroldis Chapman can become Aroldis Chapman of the 9th inning, because nobody else can do that job, it looks like. I mean, every person that we wanted to think about throwing into that cauldron has failed. We wanted to throw in Loaizica sometimes, and he's blown a save. We wanted to throw in Chad Green, he blew a save. We wanted to throw in, even Wandy Peralta. I mean, Albert Abreu's in there. He got a save, like, I guess his first save. Congrats to you, Albert Abreu. as you got your first save. So shout out to you. But yo, listen, I feel like getting Aroldis Chapman back, once he comes back, everything else falls into order. You know, it's kind of like you have, you know, when you try to have like, if you're at your job and you're trying to have, you know, your manager's out or whatever, right? And you're trying to have maybe your supervisor do like your manager's job. And it's like, yo, bro, you're not doing shit like right. You still kind of doing it, but you're not doing it right. You get me? Like we need this person. It sets up that hierarchy in the bullpen that's necessary, where people now know their role, where they're pitching, when they need to start to get ready. It starts and ends with Aroldis Chapman, that bullpen. When we were killing, remember in the beginning of the season where the Yankees could not score a run. It's funny. On this podcast, I need to find the audio. On this podcast, I said there will be times when the bullpen will carry. And the bullpen was carrying then, where Chapman was unhittable. And the rest of the bullpen fell in line. And the starting pitching was doing okay, or whatever it was, and we weren't hitting for shit. I said there's going to be times where our hitting carries, and our pitching won't. We'll have our starting pitching that'll be carrying, we'll have our hitting that'll carry, and our bullpen won't be going. And that's the rate, that's the cycle that we're in right now. You know, that's just this season is about cycles. The other thing that kind of stood out to me is Judge is a big-time player, man. You know, like, he's a big-time player, man. And he's not locked in, according to him.
Not
Judge
yet.
Is a big-time player because he rises to these occasions. I don't know why people say, oh, he's not clutch or whatever it is. Bro, I don't know what numbers you're looking at, to be honest. But the guy's insane. He is locked right now. And I feel like if Joey Gallo gets going, or maybe when we get Rizzo back, he'll get even better. Because I feel like right now people are like, you know what? I don't want to pitch the Judge right now. I'll take my chances with somebody else. And we seen that today when they walked him to face Joey Gallo and things like that. But
in the ninth,
once those guys start getting going and start hitting, you can't walk these guys, then it's like, fuck. But Judge is a fucking stud, bro. Like, when you need him in a big spot, that's the guy you want hitting. Bro. Like, seriously, that is the guy that you want hitting. And thank you so much, Hex, for the sub. I forgot to mute that notification. Insane. Those are the two things that stood out to me in this. And I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but those two things are, you know, you don't really realize, because I think people were so easy to want to move Chapman off of the closer role when he was struggling, right? That you're like, oh yeah, put this person in, put this person in. Now that he's gone, you're seeing none of those guys are with it. You're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy. You're just not. You're not yet. You know, maybe Chad, maybe one day he'll be a closer. Maybe Loaizaga one day will grow to be a closer, but it literally, you can see, it's literally a different mentality that closers have in that ninth inning. It is. So that's what stood out. But,
tough job to do. Britton said, I don't want that job. That's not for me. I don't want that
crazy.
My man, I don't think I could do it, Coach.
Word. My man went from oh no you Britain to oh yes you will, and because all right, let's get started on the Yankee news, guys. If you guys want to get started on that, and this is your Yankee news that would be one day hopefully sponsored by somebody, but we'll go over that and Yankee news. All right, so the first thing is Zach Britton said that he spoke with Aaron Boone after game one to tell him, hey, I'm not fit for this closer role, B. This shit ain't for me. This shit's for the birds. I'm good. I'm good on that. Please do not put me into that role, please. And he swallowed his pride and said that other pitchers deserve to be in those spots. That to me is crazy, and then the very next opportunity, well, no, not really, because, Chad blew it, but then he ends up being out there in the games. I just thought that was funny. The other thing, Luis.
Yeah, because the thing is the logistics, right?
It's crazy.
The logistics of it is Britton says, I don't want to be in there in the ninth. But Boone still puts him in a closed situation.
He's
It's
like,
just
but
the
this
10th.
is the 10th, though. This is the 10th.
You said the 9th. This is the 10th.
This is the 9th, homie. This is the 9th, homie. Not the 10th. So it is what it is. Then Luis Severino, this is the concerning thing of all of the news, all jokes aside. Luis Severino was getting ready for his start, could not get his arm ready, felt it weird, decided to kind of shut it down, and apparently he has tightness in his shoulder, is scheduled for an MRI on Monday. That shit sucks. That sucks. Hopefully he can get, better, or there isn't anything wrong. Yankees pauses rehab, and hopefully they'll continue it after, and it's nothing, or anything like that. But man, I really do hope Severino's good, because I would love to have Sevy back. But shit, bro, like, there's a lot of shit that's happening, bro, to Severino. A lot of setbacks this year. The groin, this shit, now the shoulder. Hopefully there's nothing wrong. At least it's not the elbow, but, he had a shoulder issue before when he went on the IL. So that sucks.
Yeah, just rooting for the guy.
Yes.
Hoping that he can get back this season and be a part of this. Rooting for you, Seth.
Gary Sanchez is going to be on the field today. Actually, as of right now, as we're talking, Joey G, which is Joey Stats, real stats, no gimmicks, is actually out there in Somerset, and he's watching Gary Sanchez. And he's out there. Not only was he taking BP, but he's taking some at-bats. Today he should be taking 2 to 3 at-bats, and Gary Sanchez should be joining the team on Tuesday. So that's great news there. We love that. We love El Gary Sanchez. You want to make sure that you release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Domingo Germán is actually on his way back as well. He's been progressing positively, and then that should be going on, so that's good for that. Anthony Rizzo says that he feels a lot better and that he is scheduled to get a cardiac workup on Monday. To me, the cardiac workup, he should have been watching these Yankee games. That's enough of a cardiac workup for anybody. Of course.
Sure he was.
Yes, I'm sure he was, so I'm sure that he'll be cleared if he survived those games. And he could perform some baseball activities on that day. Boone did say that he doesn't think that Rizzo would need much time to build back up, and they said that they should expect him in the lineup. I did see some Gio news that say that Gio, will be activated as soon as he's available to be activated. So let's go. I did see that this week. I believe what they said, Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going to
Wednesday's
that game. I'm going to Cole's return. I'm going to Gio's return and DJ's bobblehead. So that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I'll be to some of those games as well. But Rizzo should be coming back after that. We'll see. So it's like a lot of the team is coming back now. Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery, both they toss bullpens. They're good to go. Cole is coming on Monday. Starting on Monday. And we have Montgomery, who's starting the second game of the doubleheader. No, the first game of the doubleheader on Tuesday. So we're getting 2 horses back into our rotation come on Tuesday, and then that opens up questions. What are we going to do with Nestor? Are we going to leave Nestor in there? Luis Hill is supposed to be starting one of those games. They're probably going to be sending him down, unfortunately. But it's good that you know that you have that bullet in the chamber in case you need it. And we'll see what's up there. This will be like his biggest game that he'll pitch, Luis Hill. He's going to be pitching against the Red Sox. A very important game, so that'll be dope. And let's see what they said. They said Wednesday for Urshela, Yankee-san, Sal Romano. I don't really know anything about that. And Aroldis Chapman also threw on flat ground. He's getting his arm ready. Feels good. Coming through good. And apparently they're saying that he shouldn't even need a rehab assignment, that he should be good to go. And his reports were positive. And Corey Kluber actually came out of his start. A lot of news, guys. Corey Kluber actually came out of his start well, and they loved the way that he bounced back, and he will be making his next rehab start. I'm not sure where that is or when that is. So, hopefully we, follow Pinstripe Strong for updates on Twitter and Instagram, as we'll make sure we'll keep you guys updated. And all that, and I believe that's all of the news. Did I miss anybody?
I think we're good.
I think we're good, right? So, well, that's your Pinstripe Strong news. Now that I'm thinking about it, about the obviously we don't want Andrew Heaney touching the ball again, and we don't want now that we got 2 pitchers back, so that guy's a 0. And speaking of Andrew Heaney, game 1, right? Fuck. I mean, is there anything from that news that you wanted to talk about that you're excited about? I don't know if anything stood out to you about that shit. Just get the guys
I'm
back,
just
right?
I'm just excited that it's lining up with this second homestand, right?
Yes.
We didn't get to see some of those guys in the first homestand, and then we got some bad news about, losing a couple guys. I'm just happy that we get to be home for these next run of games with no break, and we start to get guys back, and then the fans can pick the team up, and then this is where it starts. This is the week it comes all together, or starts to come together, for this like final push through the dog days, the Sunday of summer, into September.
Yeah, I mean, their schedule kind of fucked the Yankees a little bit because they have a makeup game that was an off day on Monday. They had a lot of travel, right? Because they had to go from Iowa to Chicago. They had an off day on Friday. Yes, I get it. But then they played 17 days before that straight. And then now you got to play Monday in New York. So they're flying back to play Monday against the Angels, which must suck for the Angels too, right? But anyway, this is not Angels strong. But the other problem is that then we got a split game doubleheader the very next day. It's like shit. But we'll see what's up with that. What happens with that? But guys, if you guys are ready for this series, shit, man, there's a lot of ups and downs. I feel like the Yankees should have won this series. They won the series. I feel like they should have swept the series. They didn't. And it all happened because of the Field of Dreams game. How'd you feel with the whole Field of Dreams game, man? I'm good with a one and done, though, but, I'm just saying.
I loved it.
Yes.
Not because I love the movie. I honestly watched the movie that day for the first time before the game, just so I could get context, just so I could understand the hype, just so I could, know. It was like research for me. Like, before we tweet about the game, I want to know what this movie looked like. So when I say I loved it, I love that MLB took a fictional place and made it a real-life baseball field. It shows you that they could do more activations like this, and it doesn't just have to be baseball movies, but it shows you that, they could literally build a Major League Baseball field anywhere, a pop-up activation like this. I thought it went great. Yes, I hear a lot of Yankee fans talking about, oh, there's no moral victories in this. Who cares about the league? Who cares about the presentation? We do as fans. I do. I care as a fan of baseball. They said that was the most watched baseball game on Fox, regular season game, I think, in 16 years.
Wow.
That's a game that pulls in casual fans. That's a game that pulls in family. That's a game that pulls in, people from all over to watch, because it's not just a regular game. I'm glad that the Yankees get to be involved in, Field of Dreams, London series. We're the Yankees. These guys get to play in those. Wish we would have won it, but as far as the aesthetic, the theatrics, everything around the game, I thought they won. I thought MLB, pun intended, knocked it out of the park. The place looked sick. The drone shots looked sick. Kevin Costner, acting out the movie. Like I said, I didn't see the movie until the day of, so I'm sure there's some people that have watched that movie 100 times, and they loved all of it. So I can appreciate it from that standpoint. It sucks that, we came back. Like I saw you right. I wish we would have lost 7-4. Yeah, I was sitting there for a few innings like, we're going to lose this game 7-4. We rallied back, the never say die new Yankees. We didn't get it done, but you know what? Most of these people across the country are Yankee haters. They hate the Yankees. So they love that ending. Yankee fans get all fired up. We get all pumped that we're back in it, stealing the game, and then we get walked off, and it's like, okay, the rest of the country was probably rooting against us. They got what they wanted. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see you in Chicago to take the next 2 games. You got the gimmick game, but I don't want to call it a gimmick. I don't want to call it a stunt. It was a very well thought out and executed activation from Major League Baseball.
Fuck the rest of the 29 teams. Y'all don't give a shit what they want. Dead ass. I don't care what they want. I want my team to win, and that's it. That's just,
I wanted to win too, but
that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But
it wasn't meant to be.
It was, it kind of was meant to be for the Yankees, for them to win that game. If only we had a bullpen that can close games. Keith, when was the last time, seriously speaking, I don't know. Can maybe somebody in the chat can find it for me. Do you guys remember when was the last time the Yankees had a 1-2-3, 3 up, 3 down, no nonsense, safe? I'll wait. I don't remember I think it's probably when Chapman was going crazy, like really good. Maybe back in May. I don't remember. Maybe there's a game that's slipping my mind this year. Heraclio, not Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera did not pitch this year.
Going back to Rivera,
bro. I don't remember.
No, I'm sure we did, but it just
did.
seems like every game we get into the late innings and it's shaky. I think Chapman came back from when he was blowing saves. I think Chapman came back and closed the game for us 1-2-3 at some point in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, he did, but I don't know if somebody could get me a specific date. If somebody can, that'll be cool.
It's hard to pull that one. It's hard to remember. That
it'll
was
be cool
game.
if somebody could find it for me. You guys have all podcasts to find it. I'll be ever so.
Maybe
grateful.
one of the Mariners wins.
Maybe I'm not sure which one exactly, but that's it. That's it. But this game was, like you said, the theatrics of this. It did feel like it was a movie set. Kevin Costner coming in from the corn and then holding the baseball, and he was acting it up a little bit, of course, but then the players coming out from the field hand in hand, not hand in hand, but like right next to each other, and that was dope. Then they lined up, they did like a whole call out of the starting lineups. That was dope. And what I didn't like is like, yo, bro, you want to make this, baseball, whatever, this is great for the sport. Bro. Come on, bro, $3,000 average ticket, bro. What are we doing? Like, that shit is.
Try to go.
I mean, that's just for the highest of the high. Like, that's for the.
One of my boys went, and here's his connection. He was the White Sox fan in the MLB fan cave when I was in there. Then he went on to work for the White Sox ticket sales. He left working for them, but he still has all the connections. So he got his tickets through being a former employee of the White Sox. Other than that, I don't know anyone that went that wasn't media or wasn't a credentialed reporter or worked for the team. Like, those tickets, actually, I do. David Rifkin went. I haven't asked David how much his ticket was. I saw he made the trip out there, but those tickets on the resale market were going for thousands of dollars. It was an 8,000 seat venue. I didn't want to do that at all.
Yeah, 8,000. They had a whole corn maze, which they should leave Heaney in and whatever. Let's get to the game real quick, man. And be honest, bro, I'm so good on Andrew Heaney, man. I know after he corrected himself in the last start and kind of came back and he looked a little bit better, we were kind of holding out hope. I'm so good on Andrew Heaney. It's not even funny, bro. Like, he might be the worst pitcher that I've seen in Pinstripe. He's so bad. What does he have? In 15 innings, he's allowed 15 runs? Bro, you trash, son! You ass, bro. Like, you straight up trash, bro. Holy
you
shit.
trash early.
Oh, my God. He's so bad. As a Yankee, yeah. Can we look at these numbers? Do they even exist? Give me his numbers as a Yankee right now.
They're all bad. He's at the top of the league with giving up homers.
But Keith, look at
this guy. Doesn't give us a chance. He doesn't give us a fighting chance. As soon as we heard that Heaney was starting this game, I think I put a tweet out on PinstripeStrong. I was like, does this make you less excited? It made me less excited because I'm like, I know what lineup we're facing. I know this dude's giving up at least a couple home runs.
15 runs in 15 innings pitched, 15 hits. I mean, and like, how many homers has he allowed? Like 9? Like, he's been insane.
As a Yankee, probably giving up like close to 10 home runs, it feels like already.
It's been insane. Oh, I got the number right here. He's given up 8 home runs.
8 homers.
That's crazy.
In 3 starts?
Keith.
In 3 starts? You're fired. You're fired.
I don't know if I've ever seen some shit like that. That's like Javier Vasquez territory right there.
Yeah, you're fired. Never again.
Bro.
Return to sender. Angels, come pick him up. We're going to leave him outside the stadium when we get back from Chicago. We don't want him. Y'all can keep Jansen, Junk, and Elvis Peguero. We damn sure don't need Andrew Heaney. Doesn't give us a shot, man. Maybe coming out of the bullpen, but I don't even care for him to come out of the bullpen because once we get right here, we'll have enough arms. I just think, like, We went and made that move to get an innings eater, right? All the fans were saying, well, you got Gallo, you got Rizzo, you need another arm. That still doesn't fix your pitching problem. So getting Heaney at the buzzer on the trade deadline day, we're like, okay, cool, a little, veteran. No, he's so bad.
Do you know how bad those numbers are?
All time.
Way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 way, boy.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Like, how? How does the man exist on this team? Heaney's just bad. All right, let's just leave that right there. He's just so bad. Don't want to do that. I don't know how to blame this loss. The Yankees ended up losing this game 9-8. I mean, I'm not doing it justice by just saying that, because I love the way that the Yankees. I will say this. I love the way that it's like, all right, man, like you guys, the pitching, you guys picked us up in the beginning of the season. We, the offense, are going to pick you guys up now, and yeah. I love that. And I love how, you remember we were like, man, the Yankees are losing all these one-run games, like early, like 2-1, like early in the season. And it's like, yo, I wish that they would score. But the Yankees now are kind of like outscoring their bad pitching a little bit. And so they're giving them the opportunity to be able to do it. Abreu started the game off with a home run. You're kind of upset about that, but you're happy that it's only one run. But then Judge comes back. The guy just rises to the occasion. Judge will go on to have a phenomenal series. I mean, Keith, congrats to you, man. You picked the click. Aaron Judge was sensational in this series. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, he's definitely going to be getting some award later for sure. But yeah, like Heaney just coughs everything up, bro. Like it's just like, all right, you guys got me another run to get me back in this. Nah, I'm gonna just give it up again. Let's go, whatever. Judge hit a 3-run homer for the Yankees to get the lead. Like, and he hit a shot. Was that the one that he hit center field or the opposite way? I'm not sure. He hit so many homers in this one. It was just, I think he hit into the cornfield.
Yeah, to right.
Yes, he hit into the cornfield. So then that was good. And I'm like, oh shit, you're happy. But then he gives up, runs, and Eloy Jimenez hits a bomb to straight to right field as well. And I'm like, oh shit, what are we doing here? Gardy gets in on the party. It's it's 4-7 because the White Sox have a 7-3 lead on Heaney. Before you can blink, I look at the score. I'm like, yo, what is going on here with this guy, bro? Why is he such a bum? I don't understand. Yankee outfielders are running left and right. There's balls flying over the fence in the corn maze. Crazy. Kids are getting lost in the corn maze. They don't know what's going on. And it's looking for Heaney's home run balls. What do you give up? He gave up 3 homers in this game?
Yeah, he gave up 2 to Jimenez. He gave up 1 to Abreu, right?
He's just not competitive. Like, you're telling me that we don't have another pitcher. The Yankees couldn't, for any other 29 teams, there's not another pitcher that they could have traded for? Fuck, man.
No, nobody wanted to help us out. Nobody wants to help the Yankees ever. We'll take what we can get, and when you take what you can get, you get Andrew Heaney.
I mean, for all that, you could have just signed this guy. What's his name? Cole Hamels. If you're going to do that. Sheesh. That's crazy. But anyway, I mean, we could fast forward after the Gardy homer 7-4. We're creeping closer. The good thing is that at least we're keeping them there, right? I'll give the bullpen credit this. I don't think the bullpen's the problem. I just think closing games is the problem. This is why Chapman is indispensable, in my opinion. I thought Wandy Peralta did a great job. Joely Rodriguez, who pitched 3 days straight, by the way, mind you, Keith. It's the first pitcher to do it this year for the Yankees. So, thank you so much. They can do it. They can do it, and it's time to win. And Rodriguez comes in and gets, is able to pitch in and out of trouble and all of that stuff. But he's good. He's good. Scoreless inning. I'm good with that. The issue comes in the 9th inning. Not the issue, but in the 9th inning, Yankees they're down, right? Now we're down to our final out, and Judge hits a bomb. And I'm like, okay, all right, let's go. All right, we're down by 1 run, I would have wished that one of the other guys, whether it was Gardner or who was it? Gardner or LeMahieu would have gotten on base. So it could have been a 3-run homer, but nonetheless, it was a 2-run homer. Judge, once again, rises to the occasion. Let's go. He would have 5 RBI in this game. Insane for Aaron Judge. The guy was just ready. Giancarlo comes up right after him. No, not right after him. Joey Gallo walks. And then Giancarlo comes up. And Liam Hendricks ain't got nothing for these boys. All right? Nothing. They got nothing for these boys, okay? Yankees love hitting against Hendricks. They didn't hit Kimbrel, but they know Kimbrel, and they've hit Kimbrel in the past, and they would hit Kimbrel in the future as well. Spoiler. But Giancarlo hits a shot that gets right over the low fence, and I'm high. I'm like, yo, let's fucking go. Let's go, bro. We're at the highest of highs. Let's go. Nothing could bring me down. The Yankees, let's go. Fuck out of here, blah, blah, blah. Bro, Zach Britton comes in. Homie, this is another guy, bro. Zach Britton, you're getting paid. I understand that you went to the manager after this game, and you told him, hey, I'm not going to close, blah, blah, blah. But, homie, you're getting paid like a closer. You're getting paid like a top-notch pitcher. You got re-signed, and you have this weird contract. I don't even know what his contract's kind of weird. If you remember in the offseason, we kind of explained.
He makes a lot though.
He does
Second
make a
highest
lot.
paid bullpen arm.
Exactly, homie. You gotta close this game. We signed you as kind of like a second closer, and he comes in and allows. He gets the first out. I'm like, okay, he gets him out right away. Then a walk, and then a walk-off home run on the first pitch to Tim Anderson. Now, he doesn't really allow fly balls. Zach Britton doesn't really allow fly balls, so whatever is rare. But this year, this is not, the normal Zach Britton. He's like kind of just getting smacked all over the place. And his biggest problem is the walks. He has a 1.6 whip, So that's horrible. His walk rate is horrible for a late inning reliever. You cannot allow walks. And I think that's where the Yankees been getting into trouble in all of these things. They've just been like walking certain guys and been getting that starts rallies, man. Walks are rallies, guys. Walks are rallies. And Zach Britton does not do the job. Yankees lose this game. This was a heartbreaker to me. 9-8. 9-8. That shit sucked. Tim Anderson rose to the occasion. He got fireworks all over the place. Shit's going crazy.
Yeah, them fireworks went off before he hit second base.
Bro,
I'm like, damn, they were ready to celebrate.
That fireworks shit was crazy. I was like, damn. I feel like the fireworks hurt more. I don't know.
It's like the Super Bowl when the confetti falls on the losing team. You're like, damn, that's it. We were this close. I know it wasn't the Super Bowl, but it was a big moment. It was a nationally televised game. The whole world was watching. I had people texting me that don't usually watch baseball like, yo, I'm watching Field of Dreams. I'm like, good. Watch baseball.
The good thing I take from this game and from this series is if we face the White Sox in the playoffs, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. The Yankees do not respect these guys. They don't think that these guys are as good as what their record is or as good as they've played. The Central is full of frauds, in my opinion. It's always been like that. I feel like it's been like that for the last couple of years especially. But the White Sox ain't got nothing for the Yankees. So I don't know how they face off, against all the other teams, but the Yankees hit their bullpen. The White Sox, it took the White Sox all of their good players for them to win this game, right? It took the Yankees Heaney and Britton and Wandy and Joely Rodriguez to get to almost win this game. They almost won this. They were within 2 outs of winning this game. And they still don't have their top lineup and things like, how many people we got on the IL. So, White Sox, Yankees swept, I think they won 5 out of 6 against the White Sox. Didn't we sweep them back in the stadium?
Yeah, we took 3 in the Bronx and 2 in Chicago.
Exactly.
We've taken 5
and we don't
out of
even
6.
sweep series. That's what I'm saying. The Yankees don't even
we're not
sweep.
even like that.
Yeah, we're not even like that, bro. We don't even sweep series. And the White Sox got swept. And that was when they were going hot. So, I don't know, man. The White Sox ain't got nothing for the Yankees, bro. That's one thing, one takeaway from this series. But I guess that's the silver lining. But that, again, that's going back to losing pretty. And I don't got time to lose pretty. Yankees got to win ugly and win every game that they can win. And I don't know if did anything else stand out from that game?
No, but going back to what you said, they threw, Kimbrel, Hendricks, two guys they went out and acquired in the past year.
Kopech
today
was nasty.
Kopech, you saw us getting Kopech rattled, right? Kopech was yelling on the mound at
Lance Lynn. Remember, he's like one of their really good pitchers.
Lance Lynn. So they went Lynn, Kopech, Kimbrel, Hendricks, and we were able to put up 8 runs. So what does that tell you, right? Yankee fans, when we're doing that and we're not at full strength, when October comes, if we were to dance with these guys, I'd feel pretty good. So, it sucks that they took that big game in the first game, and, you want to win it as a Yankee fan. We're the first and only team to lose a game in Iowa. But whatever. They lost the series. And when it's all said and done, if we end up in a series with them,
right now, bro, the series.
Nobody's going to care about Field of Dreams. Nobody's going to care about that one Field of Dreams game.
Yeah.
It's just another game in the box scores, in the record.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not, I'm good. I'm good on that. And the whole sum of things, we were just going to remember that.
Wandy.
Like a cool game.
Wandy, bro.
Wandy came up in that game.
Wandy was great. And I don't think people are celebrating Wandy vision like we celebrate Wandy vision. He comes in, he's locked in, he sees it. Wandy vision is his world. Shout out to you, bro. You've been holding it down for us coming out of the bullpen. And we traded Wandy, or we traded Mike Tauchman to get Wandy. I think we've already gotten more out of Wandy than the Giants have gotten out of Mike Tauchman. They DFA'd him.
NGB says no one will recognize that we won the series in the history books, though. I don't care about that, bro. The only history book that I care about is about winning. You see that thing behind Keith, that banner, where he has all of the championships there, 27 of them. I care about adding a number 28 to it, okay? I want it right next to 09. That's the only thing that history will remember about this season. I'll be honest with you. Everything else gets lost in this. You'll have to look and Google, just extra. Other than that, that's basically it. I just care about number 28, B. All that other shit, you could bump that. The next game, which is a Saturday game, this was Tyone, who's been our staple, who's been our best pitcher throughout this tumultuous time, bro. It's crazy. And what I love about Tyone in this game, man, is that he battled. He did not have it, but he gave the Yankees a chance to win. And that's all that I can ask him for. Be honest with you. That's all that I could ask him for. Gallo would show up in this game. Judge, great job out of Judge here. I mean, he just keeps adding to the RBI total. I messaged Keith right before this game. I was like, yo, Keith, nah, DJ LeMahieu going to go off in these 2 games. He's like, I don't think he got anything for Judge. I'm like, he already had 5 RBIs there, and I'm like, it's going to be hard to beat Judge, man. I knew that going into that message, but I had to kind of put it out there, right? But not that I wanted Judge to struggle, but I just wanted DJ to go off. He would play well in this series. But Judge was just an impact. Judge was an impact on this series. He had a sac fly to start the scoring. I love that the Yankees hopped on Cease, and was able to get on him right away. Because these pitchers, these White Sox pitchers, they're good. We see them be good. They get into a groove after it, and then they start to rattle off a couple of innings where they, you don't want to do that, man. When you get the opportunity, bro, you gotta hit them. You gotta stomp them. That's it. Yankees hop into an early 2-0 lead. Gallo hits his homer, second homer as a Yankee, and then he hits that ball to right, and that's his first of 2 for the day. And then just little ticky-tack stuff. He allowed a homer to Luis Robert to tie it up at 2, and there was a ground ball, back to the pitcher. Whatever, man. I at the end of the day, he gave us a good start in terms of Tyone. Where he went out there and he pitched 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, and 1 walk and 4 Ks. He didn't have his best performance, but against a team that could fucking hit, boy. And I thought that he was he was under siege. Every inning, bro, it felt like he was battling these guys, trying to keep them off the base paths, trying to keep them from scoring. And some of them squeaked through. That's what it is. But I thought he did a really good job, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, I keep going back to Tyone and Kluber and what we thought in the beginning of the season, and this is why I love getting back to 162.
Yes,
You got to give guys time. Tyone has turned into not just our best pitcher, he's one of the best pitchers in the league right now. What he's been able to do for us is a pleasant surprise, and got to tip your cap to Cashman. That's another Cashman win. I don't even remember who we traded. Miguel Yajuri, a couple other guys for Tyone, and Tyone has literally carried us through his starts. He was carrying us through some starts when we didn't give him run support, but now with the new Yankees and the new energy, these guys never say die, and Tyone goes out there and he's solid for a lot of innings, and it helps our bullpen.
Yeah. Judge is as clutch as ever right now. He's entering his God mode. Bro, Dan Rourke is like beside himself online. He's just going crazy.
Biggest Judge fan.
Insane. Follow Dan Rourke, guys. It was awesome. But Judge had a double that ended up giving the Yankees the lead. You know, he brought in Gardy and let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That was in the third. But then Jimenez ties it up in the third. And then from there, it kind of stays scoreless, right? Until the 8th inning where Judge says, you know what? I'm tired of this scoreless shit. Let's win now. And he hits a home run over the center. A line drive, mind you. I think that ball got only like 40 feet off the ground or something like that, like some crazy shit. He hit that shit on a line, Keep. I was looking at him like, yo, is that gonna hit the top of the wall? That's how low it was. And I was like, get the fuck out. And they got out. And the Yankees are up 4-3. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. But enter the 9th inning, which is the cauldron, not made for everybody. Chad Green comes into that 9th inning. And, Chad Green, fine, whatever. He gets Tim Anderson to ground out. Got one out. Then he strikes out Cesar Hernandez. And then, Abreu comes up. I'm like, yo, your fastball's looking good. It's electric, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. And Abreu's hard to strike out. Abreu's is a really good hitter. I get it. He's nasty. He's one of the people I'm afraid of seeing when they're up because the guy pulls the ball with his inside. He hits it the other way. He doesn't really have too many weaknesses as a hitter. Chad Green, go with your strength, bro. He got him swinging with a curveball the pitch before, but then he comes back, and I say, don't hang it. And the very next thing that he proceeds to do is hang it. Keith, yeah. I fucking lose it, bro.
I saw your reaction, and I saw you say, don't hang it, and your face looked like, I can't believe he actually hung that. What did you think was going to happen?
Before he hit the ball, I'm looking at the ball. You know how sometimes you're watching the game and you're looking at the trajectory of the ball. You're like, oh my God. You're like out of the hand, you're like, oh my God, this is hanging right now. Yo, he put the bat to that shit and he knew right away. My man clapped his hands and said, he knew that was out. I'm like, and I don't know why, Keith. I knew it was gone mentally, but I'm just there kind of holding hope for it to hit the top of the fence or somebody make an amazing grab, and that shit goes out, bro, and I fucking lose it. It's every night with this team, bro. What the fuck? I'm throwing shit in my fucking basement, bro. I'm pissed off. I can't with this, bro. I can't with the team continuously blowing leads. We're supposed to win these games easy because the problem is that it's not about, oh yeah, we won, whatever. It's that it's a compound. It's an effect on us as fans, of course, and on your bullpen because now you got to pitch more people that could be pitching tomorrow.
Yep.
So it's
Ripple
like
effect.
fuck. I loved what Boone did with the bullpen in this day. He did everything right. Everything right. He brought in, Licky at the right time to get the out, took Licky out, waited for La Russa to make the pinch hitting decision, brought in Loaizaga to face that righty. Loaizaga gets out of the jams, blah, blah, blah. Then he brings in Wandy to face the right guys, then forces La Russa to bring in a righty. And then he changes it again to bring in Chad Green. And, I loved everything that Boone did with this bullpen, except for bringing in Brayton. All right. He brings, all right, well, it's a tie game now. I'm pissed off. Britton comes up. He comes out of this pen. And mind you, the Yankees get, they managed to get a lead. And thank God for this, right? In the 10th inning, extra inning. I was so distraught, Keith, I did not even remember that there was a runner on second when Judge hit it. I'm like, who the fuck is this running around third?
That ghost runner is still hard to get used to.
Oh, shit. My man was running around third. He scored. I'm like, oh, shit, we got the lead. But then I immediately thought, that's not enough. Get me 5 more, please. Gallo, thank goodness for Gallo, man. This one was a bomb. This one wasn't a chibi. He hits a bomb. That's a huge homer, his second homer of the night. And that would make it 7-4. But it's the cardiac Yankees, guys. It's the cardiac Yankees. And it would not be easy because Britton would then come in. And I know people are like, who else are you going to pitch, man? You already used your really good bullpen. You got nobody else to pitch. Listen, at this point, the man is obviously mentally, if a pitcher goes to you to tell you, I'm not here for this moment, bro. I'm not going to put you in that moment, because maybe you're not right there right now. I know you're making the money or whatever it is, but maybe you're not right there right now. Like
That's exactly what Boone likes to do. That's how he likes to build his guys up. He literally, he did it with Chapman. Like he's done it with Chad. He will literally know that you're broken. He will literally know that you're down on yourself, and then he thinks that he can will you into the game and you'll pitch better, and then that will be the confidence builder that you need.
But that could backfire, and it did.
It backfires more than it works.
Yeah.
He did that shit with Justin Wilson.
Listen, Moncada, from the first hitter, which was Moncada, when he hit that fly ball to right, I'm like, yo, he hit a deep fly ball to right to Judge, and I'm like, bro, I seen this movie before.
So used to it.
And I'm like, I don't like that because if people are Britain is Britain when they're hitting the ball on the ground, soft contact on the ground, and all of that stuff, or whatever it is. That run on second did not even matter because the Yankees had a 3-run lead. Or you can't secure a 3-run lead, Britain? I mean, jeez. Wow.
No, he looked like he was going to cry on the mound. I felt bad for him.
He did.
I'm like, yo, this dude doesn't have it. He's completely broken. He's in a nightmare right now. Here I am again about to blow the game for us. Could you imagine if that actually went that way? Nope. They had a backup plan. They had somebody ready. They had a guy ready.
No, they did. All I was thinking about was
oh, shit. Here we go again.
That ass. And Britain looked like a deer out there in headlights. And then he walks Goodwin, which is a no-no. You cannot walk Goodwin. Can't walk good. Walks Goodwin. So now you're in a jam. And I'm like, oh, my God, the tying run is coming up to the plate. The tying run is coming up to the plate.
He walked him on 4 pitches, too. He couldn't land a strike.
On 4 pitches. And then he's still in there, and Luis Robert singles in a run to make it 7-5 at this point in time. And I'm like, oh, my God, what is going on? They announce the guy, and then Boone comes out to go get, to go bring him out. And then Albert Abreu. Delo Mio Personal came out there and was ready. He was ready for the moment. Delo Mio Personal, who at first, I'll be honest with you, it looked like he wasn't, because the first pitch that came out of his hand was, I don't know how Higgy saved that, but that looked like it looked like another run scoring wild pitch, and homies in shambles on the mound and looking crazy. He saved that. And then he would proceed to he got a line out. And I'm like, okay, we just need to get one more out after he lined out to DJ LeMahieu. And then Tim Anderson. Yo, Keith, were you thinking oh, my God, not this shit again? Tim Anderson was up.
Yeah. How does he always end up in these situations? All 3 games, he ends up coming to the plate. late with the chance to do damage. It's not what you want. It's like one of the last guys you want because he's clutch. He's a batting champ. He's built for the moment.
Puts the bat on the ball, does all that, but then he grounds out to Tyler Wade, and Tyler Wade, throws it right to Odor, and game time. Yankees win. Yankees win. Oh my God. Yankees win 7-5. You're hype, you're happy, and all that stuff. But you got to come down from this is playoff baseball right here. Like I said, the Yankees are very used to playing these games. When we get into October, nobody wants the Yankees to get into October. When the Yankees get into October, they do not want to face the team that is at home, that feels like they're at home in these situations.
Yeah.
And that's what the Yankees are. The Yankees have played so many one-run games. They're seasoned in this. So
I think I heard a stat that we lead the league in like comeback victories and winning games by less than 2 runs, something like that.
Yes,
probably up there.
I seen the stat somewhere where it was like 1 run or less or some shit like that. Like how many, but whatever. Nonetheless, it's wild to me, the Yankees, the way that they're doing it, because I don't know. If you look back as a Yankee fan, you feel like they lost all the one-run games, but it's not true. The Yankees have actually won so many of these close games that they're going to be a problem in the playoffs should they get there, which they should. Let's see. So that's good. But on to today's game, Keith, and we get out there, and we're facing another one of their good pitchers, Giolito. All right season or whatever it is, but I felt like he was giving the Yankees a whole bunch of meatballs to hit, bro. Yankees weren't really doing it. Another one, I know you mentioned about Brian Cashman. You got to give him some credit. Another guy you got to give him credit for is Rougned Odor. The Yankees are paying $0 for Rougned Odor to hit homers for them. And he has hit 14 homers as a Yankee. He's a fucking pitching coach. He's a rah-rah guy in the dugout getting people ready. He's doing the Torreya's job. He's doing Matt Blake's job. He's doing his job as hitting the ball, out of the ballpark, being the energy guy, trying to figure things out, doing whatever he can. Hey, I never played third base before, but I'll do it if it helps the team. And I'm with his energy, bro. Do you smell what Odor is cooking? And he would hit a 2-run bomb, start off the game on the right foot, which is the right foot. And my man also, Gardner had a double that then he actually forced that double and forced an error by their Gold Glove winning second baseman who had 3 errors on this day. Cesar Hernandez, and then LeMahieu scored. But then that was crazy. But I thought that Nestor Cortez, the story about this game, bro, believe it or not, the offense, Yankees scored 5 runs, and, Luke Voigt hit the home run. He had 3 hits and all of that stuff. I get that. The story with this game is Nestor Cortez, bro. The White Sox hitters had nothing for him.
Crazy.
Nothing. You know what?
It's amazing to me.
This is why, I kind of think about, old school baseball, and I'm not even old and shit. I'm only 35, bro, but you think about, there used to be a Jamie Moyer type before, where they soft throwing lefties that would just kind of pitch in and out. They'll be pitching 87 miles per hour or 86 miles per hour. It's how these guys getting outs? Bro, sometimes when hitters are so used to seeing high heat, fast, but when you get one of these guys, that shit that's like Wakefield with that knuckleball. Remember? All right, I'm facing Pedro Martinez one day, 97. The next day you're facing Wakefield. This guy's throwing 69. You're bro, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do with this? I can't hit this shit. This shit is floating up here. So, and Nestor doesn't throw that slow, but I'm saying he's, adding, subtracting, up, down, in, out, soft stuff away, and he's freezing Abreu on pitches that he's walking off the mound like Super Mario, and I'm yo, let's go.
He is a pitcher. He is a pitcher that pitches like an old guy that has to figure it out. you know how guys get later in their career and they can't overpower you anymore.
Yes.
Well, he's a young guy that could never overpower anyone, so he has to actually pitch,
Gotta
and he
learn
has
how
to
to
keep
pitch.
hitters off balance. And then he did work on his fast ball velocity, like I think his fastball is faster than it was, but it's not like he's blowing that by guys. He'll get contact on that though, and they're ground balls. He fielded 3 ground balls today. And then the defense has got his back behind him. We were turning double plays, and we had a couple innings where we had a double play, and then he'll have the strikeout to end the inning. So for Nestor Cortes to be a left-handed pitcher starting for the New York Yankees, this was his highest pitch count, 98 pitches. He gave us 6 innings, and he's doing it consistently, man. Like, we heard about Nestor getting COVID during All-Star, and since then, Nestor has come back and just been a legit starter for the New York Yankees, which I didn't have him pegged as a starter for us at all. Maybe an opener, maybe coming out of the bullpen, but he's fun to watch. He's entertaining, from his leg kicks to throwing off his, timing and rhythm and just striking guys out and giving us a solid starter right now while we're missing our ace, while we're missing Monty. Nestor Cortes is just perfect timing, and you're pumped for a guy like that because he was a little bit of a journeyman. He was with us. We let him go. He went to Seattle. He comes back with us, and he's doing way more than anybody expected him to do.
It's time for Super Nestor. Let's go, my guy. My man got the coins, all the coins, 7 of them, 7 Ks on the day. Let's go. The White Sox are upset. They lost that Mario game, and 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run. It was a homer, and he was just like, whatever. He gave it up. But then 7 Ks, that was awesome. 1 walk. Great job, Nestor Cortes. You are a godsend. You're doing great. You're part of the reason why we're staying afloat, my guy. And, I don't know what we do with him after he leaves. After we get some of the guys back.
He knows what to do coming out of the pen.
I feel like he's so effective as a starter. It's like, we really going to take him out?
Opener then.
I mean, he does everything.
Or keep him as a starter. I saw someone jokingly say Nestor Cortes is our wild card game pitcher. I laughed at first, but then I was like, I'm not against it. It's not that I'm not trying to see Nestor take the ball over Garrett Cole, but if it was some type of situation where Cole got COVID or wasn't ready to go, or Cole comes back and he doesn't look himself, man, Nestor has held it down.
Did you say that Nestor's like the Yankees
I
side
think Chris
starter?
said
He said, no, you said he's their side starter, and then you were like, he's their side piece, bro. He's the Yankees side piece.
He is the side piece now, yo. We slide Nestor in like Cole is the main, Cole is the main girl. The main girl ain't been been kicking it with the main girl. You slide the side piece in. Nestor Cortes, a perfect side piece.
Word.
Side pitcher.
He just does whatever, He's just trying to stay in the cut, man. I ain't got no problem with that.
Hey, just trying to be involved with you. Just trying to be around.
That's it. I will say this, man. The real conversation has to start now. The conversation is Nestor Cortes is better than obviously DeGrom. So anyway, I'll just let you guys simmer on that. And that's obviously what it is. Righties don't even hit him. That shit is insane. But Yankees win this game 5-3. Luke Voit did awesome job in this game. 3 hits, had the big time home run later on in the game that gave the Yankees the much needed insurance. Did you have a problem with taking out Loaiziga after 10 pitches in the 8th when he came in the 8th inning to rescue Ridings, who, by the way, pitched in the 7th and couldn't throw a ball to save his life? The pitching coach, Rugnet, son of Rugnet, goes out there and says, whatever he said, I don't know what the fuck he says.
Yeah,
and the man proceeds
posted the video because Rugi's giving him a look kind of like, you good? And then he tells him something. And then after that, the man proceeds to never throw a ball again in that inning. It's crazy. So whatever he comes in, he gets a hold, no problem. Loaiziga comes in, shuts it down because they try to steal outs with him in the 8th inning. But I think the Loaiziga thing, the reason why they took him out after 10 is because he pitched 20. I think he had like 20 plus pitches the night before. It's gymnastics with this bullpen, and remember, right.
It is what it
It's
is.
a matter of bullets. If Ridings was able to get through that inning, maybe we don't see Loizaga, but Loizaga was the backup just in case, and he came in and did the job.
The most important inning was that 8th inning because of who was coming up in the lineup. You know, the top of the White Sox lineup was coming up. Little did we know that they would come back again in the 9th inning because Licky just could not find things. And bro, those walks be scaring the shit out of me, man. But Wandy gets the double play to end the game, and that's it. He got the double play, and I was kind of like in shock. I wasn't sure if the game actually ended. I was like, did we win? Like, I was so surprised.
No, I knew it was over. I'm like, that's it, because I was just like, come on, get these last out.
I was so ready.
Made that one out.
Yo, I was so ready for them to blow that game, man. It was crazy. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, boy. So, whatever. Yankees beat them 2 out of 3. Let's go! Yankees win this series. That's all. We were able to play New York twice on the stream. That shit was dope. Can't wait for the next series, which is, oh, by the way, guys, we have the next game. It's not going to be a series. It's only, the Angels. So if you guys want, you guys leave us voicemails, 347-389-4898. We'll talk about the game, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, I'll up the voicemails. We'll go ahead, we'll talk it, we'll chop it up with you guys, and we'll talk about the games, the series, everything, and whatever questions you guys want, because I know we haven't done a voicemail app in a little bit, man. And Keith was like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity to do it. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's do that on Monday. But make sure you leave us a voicemail, 347-389-4898. 347-389-4898. Hey. So yeah, tomorrow's the voicemail day so that we could cover the Angels game as well and finally put a bow in that series that got rained out earlier in the year, which, by the way, was a horrible. If you remember that series with the attack, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Anyway, PinstripeStrong performer. We're going to get, this is obvious. They got to go first. It's time for the PinstripeStrong performer of the series. He earned his pinstripes on the road in Iowa and Chicago all day while wearing grays. Let's go, Aaron Judge. Obviously, it is Aaron Judge. Who else would it be for me? It's Aaron Judge for me. It's the Aaron Judge for me. He was sensational in this series. He had 9 RBI. There's nothing more that we could ask of this guy. Nationally televised game. My man steps up to the plate and does what he needs to do. Aaron Judge is the guy. That's such an easy answer for me. He was sensational. I really hope more people around him start hitting so that the rest of the league can't cop out by not pitching to him, Because I feel like when they don't pitch to him, when he's going like that, it's an easy out, and I feel like he gets cold because people aren't pitching to him anymore. Noah got his shirt on. He has a Spider-Man shirt.
What up?
Nice.
He said, what up, Keith?
What up?
All right. I'm almost done, Noah.
Spider-Man.
So we'll do. Oh, nice. Look, he has a Spider-Man. What is that, a bobblehead?
Yeah, this is from one of the Nets games.
Oh, that's dope. Whoa, look.
The white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nets.
The white Spider-Man. White and black for Brooklyn Nets. That's dope. You see that? All right. And who you got, Keith, for PinstripeStrong performer of the series?
I got to go with Nestor Cortez Jr. I almost messed up his name because I want to do the Nestor Cortez Jr. night. Nestor Cortez Jr. night. Hard to get a ticket.
Hard to get a ticket.
We have effectively turned Nestor Cortez into a left-handed starting pitcher as of today. He's put together multiple starts. I said before he had 98 pitches, 7 strikeouts, and he's doing this against the White Sox. Hello, like he's doing this against one of the best lineups in baseball. We have turned a guy that went from a opener, a bullpen guy, a guy that we cut, guy the Mariners didn't really care about. We've turned him into a solid starter in this season, and we can rely on him. We get excited to see what he's going to do. We don't know what he's going to throw. We don't know how he's going to deliver it. Nestor Cortez Jr., you are Pinstripe Strong, and you are my Pinstripe Strong performer of this series. We needed this game today. We took the series on pod day. We knew that if we took this series from the White Sox, we could erase that first game, and Nestor Cortez Jr. put the team on his back for 6 innings, knowing that we can't really trust the bullpen too much. Did what he had to do. I love it, man. Nestor, I'm a big fan. The mustache, he was eating his cookie, his honey stinger waffle at the end of the game. Just my man's just chill. He's just got this chill vibe, like the Jalea kid. Where's he from? Is he from Mexico?
No, he's from Cuba.
He's from Cuba. The Jalea kid. Something he posts. I gotta figure out how to pronounce that. But yeah, I'm proud of Nestor Cortez, his journey, and he's killing it for us.
Yes. And Chris chose Albert Abreu.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or maybe he meant...
Save the day. Save the day. And you know what? Abreu, we saw Abreu get rocked. Like, we saw him in the Tampa game, right? He came in and it was home run derby, giving it up.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. I messaged him that day, and I was like, yo, one day you're going to come back and you're going to laugh at this. He said, I hope
very
so.
Quickly.
And then he has.
Yep, got the last laugh, saved us. You know what? I'm like, here's not an honorable mention, but shout out to Odor, not because of what he did at the plate, because he had a couple. He went 0 for in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
He went 0 for Saturday night when they had that sold out crowd at guaranteed rate. But shout out to him for getting better in a matter of a week at playing third base. He started up some double plays. I feel like overnight, like at first he was kind of shaky. Overnight, he's been a lot better at third, making throws to first, making throws to second. Odor has just been a valuable piece that we are, like you said, paying nothing. Cashman fine. He's been an energy guy. He's been a third baseman, a second baseman. He's hit homers for us. He's bunted for us. Rugi Odor, you get some type of, I don't know, some type of honorable mention. Can't give you Pinstripe Strong going 0 for 4 twice, but appreciate your service, bro. Who was it? Stacy said we got to come up with a group for Rugi in the stadium. Like they got the judges chambers, and she said we need to have like Rugi's rallies. And I was like, no, it's Rudy's Rowdies. Spell that out. Rugi's Rowdies. That's it. Like little fan section for Rugnet Odor. Who would have thought in the Yankee Stadium with the Yankees, like talk about making the most out of your time in pinstripes, hitting your stride with pinstripe pride. Remember saying that last season? Like Odor he's doing it. He's taking advantage of his opportunity here.
I'll give an honorable mention to somebody, and they may not look like, some people look at it because they'll be like, oh, what the hell is strikeouts? But Gallo.
I know. Yep. That swing.
I thought Gallo was, we need Gallo to get going, and he's been getting going little by little. Love that he's doing a lot of little things, bro. Like, of course, the defense and all of this stuff. You don't question his defense. You don't, which is awesome. His base running is great. And, the fact that he bunted for a base hit, that's great. The guy's a power hitter, all-star, all that stuff. Guys out here bunting for a base hit against the shift, that's awesome. But let's not forget, like, if it wasn't for, he got on base. He was the one that worked the walk, got on base, and allowed Giancarlo Stanton to come up and give the Yankees the lead in the Thursday game. He was the reason on Saturday that the Yankees won, basically, because his 2-run homer was the difference in the game. And then on today he had a whole bunch of, he was horrible, running scoring position. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that he kept getting on base, he had the walk, and he also had the base hit. And the way that he talks at the game, he's like, right now the homers aren't coming. But I will say that I'll try to do whatever I can to help this team. And if that means just getting on base, doing bunt singles, or, trying to gun run it. Like, I love that. That's a baseball player attitude. You get me? Yeah, I get it. He strikes out a lot. I understand that. But when he gets going, I've seen him on stretches where when he gets going, he's, like, unbelievable. So hopefully soon that'll happen. And I'll be with that. And Gardy too. Gardy's another one, man. Gardy's been doing a lot of great
Gardy,
stuff.
man, I was so proud. Gardy came back for another year, got to play in Field of Dreams, and hit a homer into the corn. Like, that's why you come back, and that's why you fight and you play diehard guard dog. Like, he's still doing it for us. He's still hanging around. Gardy B.
Gardy B. Let's go. And you know,
Tyler Wade, man, Tyler Wade deserves some love too. He played a hell of a shortstop.
He's been doing some great shit.
He's laying bunts down. He's stealing bases. Judge stole a base today. Judge is out there like, yo, y'all gonna pay me this contract. I'm gonna fill up the stat sheet. You're gonna have to pay me. The numbers aren't gonna lie when you see the stats at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So man, good times in Yankee land.
But it's time
Can't wait for this homestand. It's
time for one more thing. You are trash, my guy. You are definitely trash. So, you trash, son. You go first, Keith. Who you got for you trash? This should be fucking. I mean, this is a layup.
I mean,
who you got?
Which one do you want? Because I can go with a starter or reliever.
Go ahead. You pick with your soul.
Okay. So, I'm not a professional athlete. I can't imagine what it's like to be one. I played a little bit of sports here and there growing up, but I do understand what it is to do your job, and I do understand what it is to have a pedigree, and I do understand what it is to have experience.
Oh.
And Zach Britton. Oh, no, you didn't. Zach Britton. Oh, no, you Britton. Bro, you a veteran. You have the most closing experience out of anyone in our bullpen. I guess Chad Green is getting up there now and Loizaga too, but you closed at an all-star level for the Orioles back in the day, right?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Britton. Oh, no, you Britton. Oh, no, you Britton. You stepped into Boone's office and told Boone I can't do it. And you understand, like, you basically were like, yo, don't put me out there. And you got put out there anyway. So why'd you even do that, bro? And then Field of Dreams. Bro, you're supposed to be a boss. You're supposed to be an all-star. You're supposed to go out there and hold it down. You broke our hearts. And then you come back out. We get a nice break from it, right? We play Thursday. We got all day Friday off. All day Saturday. We don't play till 7 o'clock. Go through a couple hours of that game. And then here we are with Zach Britton again. I said I thought dude was going to cry. His face was getting red. He just looked like he didn't have it. Zach Britton, figure it out, bro. You get paid the second most in our bullpen behind Aroldis Chapman. Chapman is down, right? That's A1. You A2 or you're B1, whatever it is. You're next in line, bro, and you're not getting it done. And I can't stand to see it anymore because we need you. You're part of this puzzle. We re-signed you, right? Figure it out because as of right now, you trash, son.
Elvis said, yo, at least Britton man up about it. Bro, he's getting paid. What? All right, you know what? I'll give him credit if he goes to the office and says, you know what? Don't push me in these situations. Also, Mr. Cashman, come in here. Here's also another $7 million back because I'm not, keeping up my end of the bargain. You know what I mean? I can't just show up. For example, we can't just show up to our job and just be like, yo, I can't do this anymore. Don't put me in my job description.
Right.
Put me in something else.
Too late for that.
They'll be like, you're fired.
That's like a basketball player saying, I don't want to take the last shot. You're not supposed to have that loser mentality. Like you are a veteran. You get paid. You've been doing this for longer than some of these younger guys. Hold it down. Don't go in there and try and duck the smoke. And then you get thrown into the fire and you look like, oh no, This is what I didn't want. My worst nightmare. Come on, bro. We grown men and you're a pro.
I mean, I'll say this, if he's doing it, don't put me in those saving situations because other people deserve it. And you know what? I want to also work to try to get back to, maybe you can do that. He sucks right now, but maybe he'll get back to it. But you know what? You trash right now, bro. It's just what it is. You trash. Twice.
We know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He won't be in another. You know what's gonna happen, Joes, because you watch this team like I watch this team, and you know how Aaron Boone gets down. He won't be in another closed situation in a close game. There's gonna be a game this week maybe tomorrow against the Angels, maybe later in the week against the Twins, where it's like, okay. bring Britton in to pitch late in the game, and he's just got to give us 3 outs in the 8th, or maybe even 3 outs to end a game where we're up by 5.
They're gonna have to bring him in early in the game type shit. Like,
I think at this point he shouldn't be in any type of end of game situation. It's got to be like 7th or 8th, and just, hey, go in there, throw strikes, and get us outs. He isn't throwing strikes.
Yeah.
He isn't locating. That ball that he threw that Luis Roberts smoked, that ball was hit on a line. He's supposed to be ground ball Brit. He's supposed to be inducing ground balls. He hasn't been able to throw it over the plate and get it there, and we need him right now. So
let's hope he get it. Now, we're just gonna get to the next one. That's just very obvious. Andrew Heaney. I mean, that's it. That's just the end of the list. It starts and ends with Andrew Heaney. The guy is a bum. I mean, we named it earlier. He's a burger. He's a bum. I mean, there's not enough superlative to explain this burger, bro. I just can't. I like trash. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. The guy is exactly what the Angels have developed. How about that? The Angels are like, I'm like, oh, we traded with the Angels for a starting pitcher. It's like, why? Like, you know, I started thinking like, they don't got nobody out there. And I see it's Heaney. I'm like, oh shit. You look at it, and I wrote the tweet after his first start. During his first start, I said, I don't know, but having a fly ball pitcher that, yes, he gets strikeouts, but he sucks, and he gives up a lot of hits and hangs a lot of pitches in Yankee Stadium is probably not a good recipe for success. And I don't want to call anything on any man's job, but the man needs to be DFA'd like I've seen any other pitcher be DFA'd in my life. He might be worse than Javier Vasquez. He might be worse. I'll be honest with you. And I cannot stand Javi Vasquez. Anybody that knows me knows that I cannot stand Javi Vasquez.
We haven't seen too many Yankees have a worse 3 starts than this guy. He can't pitch in Yankee Stadium this week. They cannot roll him out there this week. And so, yeah, we're going to try this for a 4th time. The fans will lose it. They will throw stuff on the field. That's regular. But we will lose it if this guy goes out there and puts us in a bad position, because we are in a race right now. We are chasing right now, and we can't have a starter that puts us in the hole 3-4 runs in the first 2 innings.
All right, we got 2 starters. Enough is enough. Listen, Cashman, the joke is over, okay? We're getting the 2 starters back, all right? I'm sorry. I apologize to you for whatever we did to you, but do not bring this man back, please. Do not bring this man back to the stadium. Please. No mas, please. I yield, okay? That's it. No more. You win, Cashman. Yeah, I get it. You win. That's it. And Christian says that you trash is for him is, man, that's a tough. All right, whatever. He's giving it to Higgy. He's 0 for 12. 0 for 12. He's the only catcher. He's the only catcher on the staff. My man is catching all of these horrible guys. I feel like Higgy. To be honest with me personally, I want to give him a pass just because he's trying to I feel like he's only focusing. He's skipping the batting cage, guys. He's going straight to the books and looking at the pitching and is trying to focus on shepherding these guys through the end of the 9 innings. It just feels that way, at least with Higgy.
It's the average though, bro. His average is crazy because he seems like he's clutch. He seems like he rips doubles and home runs, but that average,
he hasn't been recently.
He's batting 169 right now.
Gary will be coming back pretty soon, so that's
yes.
That's good
miss Gary so much.
Yes, and Swag Champ.
Champ. All them dudes. Nestor was swagging at Field of Dreams with them Air Force Ones. Judges cleats.
Britain had one.
Britain's cleats.
Shout out to MTB. But yeah, probably Nestor. We'll probably give it to Nestor. Nasty Nestor. We'll give it to Nestor. Brantley was looking swaggy as well. They put up a picture, but it's pick to click time, man. Pick to click time, man. You go first, Keith, because you won. I mean, this one was a landslide. We don't even need to name numbers. Not like LeMahieu played horribly. It's just judges on God mode right now. Who are you choosing for your pick to click?
Are we lumping in the Angels game with the doubleheader for the Red Sox and then the Wednesday third game to close? Like those 4 games will be on this pick to click?
Yes.
Or like, because like I don't want my guy to go off tomorrow and then it's like, nah, that doesn't count for the next pick.
Yes. It'll go off. It'll
Okay.
go off. Next 3 days.
So my guy is DJ. You picked DJ last series. I'm gonna pick DJ this series. I just think he's gonna get it done in Yankee Stadium with the short porch. He's gonna hit one out. He's gonna keep it rolling. His on-base streak. He's got an on-base streak and I think another hitting streak. And like he's money machine now. I started calling him money machine because he got paid, but now I'm calling him money machine because he is on point. He is money. He's straight cash. He's hitting the ball like the DJ of old with runners in scoring position or getting us started with no one on, just a slap single, slap double. He had some nice hits in the last few series, and I think this upcoming series against the Red Sox, he knows how important it is. We all know how important it is for what we're trying to do, and DJ will lead the way in front of our home fans. I've been right back-to-back weeks. Luke, Judge, now, my guy, DJ, who is literally my favorite player. Y'all heard me rap about DJ. DJ at home in front of the crowd in the Bronx will be the next Pinstripe Strong performer. That's my pick to click. Go DJ, because that's my DJ.
Okay.
Who you got?
I want to change it up. There's this one guy that feels like, I don't think he feels spited, but I think he feels like almost forgotten about. There's this one guy that feels like, like we're gonna, it's like a, forgotten about were his words used.
I know who you're talking about.
And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna choose Luke the 5'9". Luke Nukem. He's gonna come out. I think he's gonna have a really good series, a really good couple of games. 3 against the Red Sox and then against the Angels, because he's trying to prove I need to be in this lineup. I need to be here. I led this team on 1 foot with homers. Why are you guys replacing me? You know what? You can't replace me. Bring me in. My bat is still what it is. Yeah, my glove needs some work, but my bat is still what it is. Luke the 5'9" is my pick to click. Let's go, Luke Nukem.
I like that pick because he's back in the Bronx. Right? When he returned, he played in that last game against the Mariners that was in the Bronx, and we lost 2-0. He couldn't get it done. But then right away in the Royals series to start this road trip, he balled out. So Luke is a great pick. And then I probably should have picked DJ for the next series because we got DJ bobblehead night coming up Friday for the Twins series. You know he's going to ball for that. But, I found the stat from Katie Sharp.
Go ahead.
This is the stat from Katie Sharp from before. The Yankees, in games decided by 1 or 2 runs, we have 65 games, right? 65 games like that out of 117. Tied for most in MLB. I don't know who else we're tied with. Out of those 1 or 2 run games, we have 42 wins. That's the most in MLB. And our winning percentage in these games decided by 1 or 2 runs is .646 winning percentage, best in MLB. But what does that all say to y'all? We are going to get it done. We got to get into October. And then when you watch games in October, there's rarely ever blowouts. They're usually close 1 to 2 run games, and we got plenty of experience. We're the best team in MLB when it comes to winning those games and playing in those games. That's got us primed for a good run.
Bouncing back in game. You got to give these Yankees credit.
27
They've
outs.
Had horrible losses. Horrible blown leads, and they rebound. You got to give them credit for rebounding. Some teams fall on the mat and they just fall. They spiral. They do. They get glass jaws. The Yankees don't have developed. You remember I said about the regular season is about you developing the character of your team. The Yankees have developed they developed an iron jaw, bro. Like, they'll get hit, they'll come back, whatever, they'll take their lumps, but they'll get off the mat, bro. Like, Rocky Balboa, bro. That's what it is. They just keep getting knocked in the face, like.
I love what this team in this season is turning into. It's like you got to go through it to get to it, man. Like all those dark days, all those days where it was like, yo, we just got blown out, or we just blew a game, or yo, we didn't sweep, or I don't know, like the Tigers swept us, or the Red Sox swept us like back-to-back series. Like it built character. It built this team up. They are kind of hardened. Like they've built like calluses. Like I don't know. I like where we're heading with this mojo for us to get back healthy, get our actual team back, get the full team back, mixed with this style of play, this never say die 27 outs play. Like we could be in for a fun couple months up here, coming up here.
Adrian says the Yankees are 4-10 in save opportunities. And you know what? I will counter you by saying, despite that stat, the Yankees being 4-10 in their last 10 save opportunities, the Yankees have won 10 of their last 11 series. They have a 23-11 record, which is the best in Major League Baseball since July 6th. They're 19-9 since the All-Star break, which is the best in the American League. They're 13 games over 500 now for the first time since 2019. So I'll take those stats over all of that. And you already know. That's it. I mean, I'm good on everything else, man. I mean, is there Chris says he has Cole as his pick to click. So
that's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come through tomorrow and just shut the Angels down. They got to fly all the way over here for one game. They don't want to play in this one game against Garrett Cole. I'm pumped to go to the stadium.
Absolutely.
That's a good pick.
I don't know where they're coming from right now. Where are the Angels right now? Are they in Anaheim?
The Angels are.
No way, they're in Anaheim.
I think they played at their place, right? They just hosted.
Oh my God, they're in Anaheim.
All right, so they got to come all the way across the country tonight. And play one game, and then go wherever else they're going. So,
that's none of my business. They can figure that out. But guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's been awesome as always. You guys have been sensational. Thank you so much for the support. The Yankees are here, and they're here to stay. Let's go Yankees. But like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. Stay pinstripe strong. Let's go Yankees! Hello, Mr. Noah. Oh, shit. Y'all. Have a great night. Fantastic night. Enjoy it. That's a wrap. That is a wrap for the Cardiac Yankees episode. Felipe and Kirby, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Guys on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video. Like the video on YouTube. A whole bunch of people did. 808 Jake, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Hex, thank you for subscribing as well. And thank you for the host, Andrew. Appreciate that. You guys are the best. I might do a gaming stream later. Actually, I am going to do a gaming stream later on tonight. We'll go ahead and we'll chill for a little bit. I'm going to hang out with these guys. And then, we'll come back and we'll do the gaming stream, finish off some Final Fantasy, and we'll go from there. Winning does cure all, Keith. You're right about that. For sure in the neighborhood. Where's? All right. All right, Keith.
All right, I got to go eat. I'll see y'all at the stadium. Peace, 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 peace.